Oh, yo, what's up, everybody? I close a bunch of this. Hopefully, you can see just fine. Oh, it is March 8th today in Minnesota. Double check. Yes, can see me just fine, right? Right. Okay. So, we are in Ottertail County right now, okay? No, I'm not name dropping lakes, but I will just tell you, we're in Ottertail County. There's currently, on this lake, see here, I got my 32-inch catch board. There's currently 30 inches of ice on this lake, and we are out trying to tackle the elusive tulipy. So I'm in just a fun tournament that the panfish pirate Alex Levenhagen puts on every year, and there's a tulipy category. So I'm out on one of these lakes here in Ottertail that has, you know, a good number of tulipies in it, and I just picked a hole. This hole's like 60 feet deep or 65 feet deep. There's a few of those on this lake. There's a lot of lakes in Ottertail County that have that type of ice depth. I mean, that have that type of good tulipy numbers. There's a tulipy right now on my screen. I gotta try to figure out here one of these days a camera where you guys can look at what I'm doing. Maybe get down to where these fish are at. Oh, so I basically have two setups here. This is what I like to call like my, not my micro setup, but small cast master spoon. I'll show these up close when I'm done. Swivel on the top and bottom, 4mm jig with a ripper on it. There's actually a few fish down there now. Larger setup, clam peg spoon with a raptor jig. I use that for bigger tulipies. This is a 36-inch tuned up custom rods Fusion. Probably the best tulipy rod out there, to be honest with you. Nice light tip. Backbone in that is ridiculous. This here is a bullwhip. But we're going to get this party started here. I might have not quite gave myself the space I was hoping to have here. I just had fish on the screen, which basically means that they're here. I'm just going to have to sit here and jig and wait for them to come back into my hole. Got him. There we go, you guys. Finally got one. Oh, yeah. And another one literally just popped in and took its place. I see him down there. Fighting. Coming up. Oh, yeah. I see him down there. Get that out of the way. Another good thing about these long rods, you guys, let's say you're pulling that deucer out and you don't have a lot of, you know, you have a really short rod and you're trying to keep that tension on those fish. Short rod ain't gonna get it done. I might even drill another hole just out a little bit further. Come on, buddy. Oh, it's a nice tulipy. Nice tulipy. Look at that, you guys. Oh, yeah, boys. Making them noises that they like to make. Oh, shablam. We got a flipper flapper. Look at them. They're like a little engine that just doesn't want to stop. There we go. That's a nice fish. And he grabbed that bait right in the top of the snout. He has it. Whew, here we go. These things, they don't want to stop. Okay. They never want to stop fighting. They just want to run around, get all crazy. That's what they like to do, it seems. There we go. There we go. This one looked a little bit bigger, I would say. There reel down to them. Get my deucer out of the way. Use the length of that rod to keep them pinned. Whew. Yeah, this one's got some shoulders, boys. Kneel right into my other open hole here. We're getting close. Oh yeah, there's another nice one. Sure it is. Another nice fish. Yeah, there we go. Get that jig out of there. So the jig I'm using on this rod is actually made by RBM jigs. It's like, whew, he almost went down the hole. It's like, almost like white chrome, or I can't remember what it is, with a panfish pirate ripper. That's actually a really nice jig, you guys. No paint or nothing's came off of that jig at all this year. Look at that, chunky, ah, gosh. Sorry, oh gosh. These things just don't want to give up. There we go, I'll hold them lower. Nice, chunky tulubi, you guys. Now I gotta wash my hands off here quick to get a measurement of them on my bump board. Oh no, well, guess this guy's coming home with me. I don't know, maybe when I dropped it on the ice. Uh-oh, here comes a fish. There we go. Still waxy, boys. Still waxy. Didn't take them long to commit. There, boys. That one, it's kind of weird. Some of these fish come in, they don't want to bite for nothing, you know. Next fish, this fish came in, jigged up just above him, got the flash going, you know, and instantly he decided he wanted to come and visit. The fight on these fish is just fun. That's a decent one. That's a decent fish. Not quite as big as the other ones, but waxy. Waxy worked. I'm going to get a good hold of them. There we go. I'm going to guess this one's probably 15.5 to 16 inches. So nothing record breaking. But if I wanted to take a bunch home for the smoker, or pickling them, or canning them, there's all kinds of stuff you can do with these fish, you guys. Tip for you late ice guys that I know love to hit late ice like I do. Sunfish, crappies, you know, big perch. When you're out and you happen to be fishing in an area where maybe there's a lot of hard-sided shacks, you know, out. You know, it's unfortunate that it happens, but a lot of people leave garbage out. If you're out there doing your thing and you see a bunch of garbage laying around on the ice, spend an extra 10 or 15 minutes and walk around and pick it all up if you can. You know, we know it's not your responsibility per se to clean up the ice, but at the same time, you know, it's all of our responsibilities to help out when we can. There we go. 20 feet down, guys. 20 feet down. That was freaking epic. There was a couple of them. Ooh, yeah. I think we got some shoulders on this guy. I'm way down at like 55 feet. All of a sudden, 20 feet, 2 marks appear. Usually those high flying marks are the ones that are really aggressive. Both those fish were just chasing this spoon up and down. Finally, he smashed that jig. Bigger ones. If I had to guess. Oh no, not really. Just a probably a 16-incher, I'd say, somewhere around there. Whew. Settle down there, buddy boy. Shaboom. My phone's lost somewhere here. Go. Whoop. Stinky, but I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was instant. I messed it up. There, bam. There he smoked it. Oh, there he smoked it. That's two within just a couple minutes of each other. There we go. Woo! Digging. Can you not see why catching these is not just so much fun? Look at that. Look at that bullwhip just bending. Oh, I'm going to get out of my chair here a little bit. Oh, there we go. Get on the ice. This sounds crazy, but I actually had to back a little sore there. Woo. Getting close. Oh, I see him down there. Ooh, this is a nice one. This might be the biggest one of the day. Maybe. That's a nice fish. Woo, baby. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's got to be 27 pounds. Give or take. 26 pounds. Alright, here we go. Boom. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm not dropping you on the ice, buddy. Beautiful tulipy though, man. Oh yeah, that one's 17, almost 17 and a half. 17, close. Let them go. Beauty. Not the spoon, dude. Jig that's with it, come on. There he is. This one looked like a good fish too. Woo! Big fish, boys. Another one of them swamp donkeys. Looked like it had some shoulders on it, I tell you what. I tell ya what. Aggressive, man. I got down, both those fish were just charging. Thing is, they're chasing that spoon. Well, this is not a bad fish. They're chasing that spoon, and whoa. Come here. They're chasing that spoon, and you get that spoon and jig up ahead of them, and then they're not as focused on that spoon anymore. They see that jig behind it, and they're just wanting to chow on it. Oh, that's another nice one. Another nice fish. I don't know. There goes my hoodie. There we go. Another beautiful, stinky silver rocket. Oh yeah, that's like a 17-incher, I'd say. Back down the hole. I'm tired. Kid made me get out of bed and take her to school because she missed the bus or something crazy. I don't know. Anyway, out here, like I said, Ottertail County, Minnesota. It's like the mecca of tulipies, you know, for inland lakes. You can go to other lakes, you know, MaNiaC, Leech. Gosh, I mean, those are just bigger lakes that have tulipies in them. Yeah, around the Minnesota area here where I'm at. But there's literally hundreds of lakes that hold tulipies. Key to finding them, basins. Basins is where they're at. They're either going to be right around the center or the edge of a basin area. When I say a basin area, any hole that is deeper than the rest of the lake. Generally, these basin areas are 40 feet or more, 30, you know, even 30 feet. The majority of the basins I fish are 45 to 100 feet deep. I have fished deeper before, but yeah, and if you can find these basins in the lake, and even if you can find them closer to, say, an inlet, you know, where the water's dumping in from another lake, maybe there's one close, you know, proximity to that, even better, fish that area there. My gear that I use today, my Markham LX7 lithium shuttle, makes it really easy to follow those fish coming up the water column chasing this bait. My rod, tuned up custom rods, 36-inch bullwhip, 6-pound Berkeley Winterline. You can see that Castmaster spoon I got going on there. I've used it in other videos. There she is. I mean, what is that color anyway? I just call it Fire Tiger. But you can see swivel on top and bottom, about probably 14 inches of drop line. And then this little jig here. This is made by RBM Jigs out of Michigan. And then there's that ripper I use. I actually ripped a little bit of the tail off just to make the bait a little smaller profile. Yeah, caught fish on that, put a wax worm on it, caught fish on the wax worms. The key is to get that bait down there, jig that flasher around, get the fish fired up looking, you know, like there's food around, and then jig that line up above the tulipy, because essentially they're going to hit that bait and they're going to set the hook. Bring them in just like I showed you. You know, the other setup I did not use, I just got the other day, 36-inch tuned up custom rods Fusion. This rod is tough to beat. I mean, it's probably my favorite rod for tulipy fishing is a Fusion. You can see that it got that bigger clam peg spoon on there, set up the same way, same dropper, only this one I have a Raptor jig on there with a ripper on it. Awesome, what I would say heavy tulipy rig, you know. If I know I'm going out and I'm targeting 3 to possibly 5 pound tulipies, that's the one I prefer to use. But this one here, you can see it's got that high vis tip on it. Hopefully in the video you'll see, I'll be jigging, all of a sudden when those fish it, you'll just see the tip of the rod dip a little bit. Set the hook, good to go. Tulipies are good for all kinds of stuff. You don't hear a lot of people doing it, but I've actually deep fried it, and it's pretty good. Nice white meat. You can smoke it. You can turn it into fish patties. You can pressure can it. You can pickle it. There's shrimp stew. I mean, there's tulipy stew. There's tulipy sandwiches. Deep fried tulipy gumbo. You know, all that good stuff. You know, that's about it. Anyway, oh, my board. I'll show you guys my board. Pretty sweet board. I have the 16-inch version, 16.5-inch version. Also, this is made by Catch Company or Catch Products. Freaking awesome bump board, you guys. Look at that, yellow on black. And this marking here isn't coming off. This is a 32-inch board. Awesome for measuring the big game fish. Yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hopped inside the shack today. Wind's pretty ugly out there. Lucky I got it set up and anchored down when I did, because it's bad. So, hope you guys enjoyed a nice stinky tuluby video, because you know how I love them. Thanks for watching. Peace.